Saving, investing, making money, that's all well and good. But if you don't know how to protect your money, none of that even matters. Fraud accounts for over 40% of all crime in the UK. And when I asked you on Instagram if you or anyone you know has been impacted, I was surprised by the number of stories that came through. A small group of creators were invited to 10 Downing Street to talk about how the government is looking to tackle this issue. And it got me thinking about all the different ways we can protect and diversify our money. So in this video, I'm going to share with you 4 things you can do to protect your money. And I'm going to explain what the government is doing and how you can utilize it to make sure you're not left behind. Number 1, mind over money. A few months ago, I got a call from my mum. And the first thing she said was, I'm on my way home to transfer the money to you from my computer. I asked her what she was talking about, and she told me that we had been speaking over WhatsApp for the past half an hour. She sent me screenshots of the back and forth messages she had with someone who she thought was me. And they started off saying, hey mum, I've just broken my phone and I've got a temporary number. And my mum responded saying, is this Nischa? And then the conversation started and it went on, and I'll put it on the screen so you can see the exchange of conversations. And bless, my mum even asked the scammer if she could cook them dinner. They then asked her to transfer money, and that's when she called me. To me, this was obvious that it wasn't me. It didn't sound like me. It didn't even come from my number. So I asked my mum, why was she going to transfer money to someone who clearly wasn't me? And her response really hit me. She said, when you love someone so much, you'll never question them when they're in need. And that's exactly what scammers try and take advantage of. They use these emotional triggers to make you act fast without letting you take a step back and actually think. They'll pose as someone close to you and rely on forcing you into heat of the moment decisions. It's very hard to put mind over money when it comes to these situations, but you want to have a measure in place with your family members or people close to you to stop things like this from happening. When we make a payment, we usually get a notification asking if we recognize the person we're paying. And it's so easy to just confirm and say it's okay, but you want to use this as an opportunity to take a step back and think about what the consequences can actually be. I've got a rule now with everyone close to me, and that's if we ask each other for money, it has to be over video call or we say a specific code word. Number 2, have a rock solid BS detector. One of the most useful skills you can have in personal finance is a good BS radar. You know the feeling, you're scrolling through social media or scrolling through Instagram at work and you come across an ad promising you a get-rich-quick scheme. They're showing you a lifestyle that you could have if you invest your money into this thing. You start imagining all the ways you're going to hand in your resignation letter with the 50% return that you're going to get from this opportunity. When something looks too good to be true, it usually is just that. Data from the National Fraud Intelligence Bureau shows that young professionals are the most likely targets of investment fraud. And in most cases, victims have seen an influencer advertise the investment scam on social media. So it doesn't matter who is promoting it, you always want to test the legitimacy of that thing for yourself. And one of the major red flags you can look for in personal finance is when someone is selling something to you as a guarantee or with 100% certainty that is going to happen. So for example, you are guaranteed to get 20% return on this investment, or buy this stock now and you will double your money. Nothing in personal finance is 100% guaranteed, and there is always going to be an element of risk involved. As a benchmark, the average stock market return over the past 20 years has been 8 to 10%. And if someone's offering you something significantly higher than that, it's probably not legitimate and you want to look into it further. Number 3, high risk and alternative investments. It's really easy to get sucked into high risk investments when everyone else around you is doing it, and that is the trend. We saw it with crypto, we saw it with NFTs. The thing is to remember that these opportunities that could have a high reward are also very volatile. And one of the golden rules to investing is to spread your money across various investment types, which will reduce your risk and protect your money from fluctuations in the market. By spreading your money across various types of investments, you're essentially reducing the overall risk of your portfolio. And it's kind of like a safety net, because when one investment doesn't perform well, the others can help balance things out. When I talk about various types of investments, I'm talking about a mix of assets like stocks, bonds, mutual funds, real estate, and then a portion of higher risk investments if you're okay with the level of risk involved in that. A common piece of advice I see amongst finance YouTubers or TikTokers is to stay away from credit cards, full stop. With general advice like this, you want to take it with a pinch of salt, because unlike maths, where there is a sure answer, with personal finance, it isn't a one-size-fits-all approach. And personal finance advice, whoever it's coming from, needs to be tailored to suit you. If you're using credit cards to buy things you can't otherwise afford and you're not able to keep up with the minimum payments, then you do want to question its benefits for you. But on the other hand, credit cards can offer some really valuable protection. For example, if you buy something with a credit card and that thing is later stolen, it's lost or it's destroyed, or it wasn't as advertised, you will get that money back from your credit card provider. And it's not just purchase protection that your credit cards help with. You also get extended warranties in most cases. If you buy something with a credit card, they'll often extend that warranty or even double it. So that's a lot of money you are spending on warranties that you can actually keep. So now, what is the UK government doing and how does this impact you? Firstly, the government is working with big tech companies, including social media platforms, to let you report fraud with one single click. So hopefully, all those impersonations of me will be dealt with a lot sooner. The government is looking to implement an outright ban on SIM card farms, which allows scammers to send thousands of text messages all at once, which hopefully means those texts that my mum got will be reduced. And the government is also looking to put a ban on all cold calls selling financial products. So if you get this type of call, you can be immediately suspicious and you know it's a scam. There are two things that you can already start using today. If you forward a suspicious text to 7726, which spells spam on your phone keyboard, your phone provider can investigate where that text came from and look to ban the sender from sending you or anyone else more text messages. The second thing, if you receive a call from somebody claiming to be a trusted organization like your bank asking you to transfer money, you can hang up and call 159 to check if they are legit. This hotline has been around for almost 2 years and I didn't even know about it. And this is one of the reasons creators were invited to 10 Downing Street, to help create awareness around these topics so that we can let you know what's available to you. And hopefully this message doesn't just stop here and you can pass it on to people who you think resonate or it'll be helpful for. If you want to read the full policy, I'll leave a link below for you. And if you prefer to have it summarized in a video format in an entertaining way, then Damien Talks Money also has a video on that. If you found something useful in this video, please share it. It will cost nothing for you, but it could save someone else thousands and a lot of emotional stress. It's not my usual type of videos, but it is important. And like I said at the start, all the hard work in investing and budgeting and making money, all those things that we otherwise speak about on this channel doesn't matter if you're not able to protect your money. Thank you for watching and see you next week.